And we're live.
I was watching Survivorman on Twitch, trying to learn how to survive last night.
Oh, it's a good show.
It's a great show. I haven't seen it in like 10 plus years, and so I popped it on. And it was funny. One of them, it was in Mexico. It was like part 1 and 2. And like he finds some dead octopus, and he's like, I don't know how to cook this, but the tentacles are probably fine. And then he goes and he puts some clams in like some hot coals, and they pop open all nice. And then he like goes to like what looks like the barnacles at like
is this the Les Stroud one? I
think the Les Stroud one, okay, yeah.
Thanks.
It's got all those hideous, ugly barnacles you see on like the bottom of a boat, and he's like, oh, these are valuable. You know, you may not think so, but you can really do something with these. And it's like day 1, and like he's got his shelter and everything, and he like makes some of those and he eats them all. And then because he records himself and everything, and so the next morning he like wakes up and he's like, you know, sometimes you roll the dice and it doesn't go the way you want. It's 110 degrees in Mexico, and he's sitting there shivering. And it's like usually it's like day 3 doing this, day 4 I'm making my way from the coast to this interior area. I got to find more fresh water. My distillation thing isn't working, whatever. But for like days 2 through 4, he's just like, and this is sometimes survival. I don't know what to tell you. You just drink as much water as you can and just try and wait it out. And it's like, this sucks.
He has failed before, I think. Like he has
had to call for extractions before.
Right. Yeah, I was going to call it a spot. Like he has some sort of
life alert.
It's like a GPS.
I want to say GPS phone, but satellite phone is what I'm going for.
Satellite phone, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's a great show. You can tell how much more real it is than Bear Grylls just by the stuff he does and by the stuff he doesn't do.
I feel like
he'll say,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No.
I was just gonna say, I feel like with Man vs. Wild or whatever, the fucking camera crew is just like finding him the grossest shit to do. You know, like, Bear, go eat that turd over there. Like that dead camel, go fuck it. Like doing stuff like that.
Sometimes fucking a camel is good for morale.
Hey, sheep eyeballs, eat those. You know, they're just daring him to do stupid shit. It's almost like Jackass in a way. Like
like he'll intentionally do stuff like, now, you'd never want to take this route up the mountain, but in case it was the only one available, that's where I'm going. Like, Les Stroud is like, now this right here, death trap, don't be a fool, make your way around slowly. That's what you want to do. Survival's all about measured risks, you know, don't overextend and stuff like that. And Bear Grylls is like,
Bear Grylls is skinning a snow leopard and using it as a sled on an icy mountain. It's just fucking going down. I think he literally did that.
Yeah, like in Norway, Les Stroud was surviving, and I guess he was in an area where like there's a bunch of seasonal hunting cabins around where like the Norwegians will go up there and do some like elk hunting and then just leave it abandoned the rest of the year. And like I'd never seen him steal resources before or break in to someone's like, you know, abode or something. But he like gets to like this abandoned shack and he's like, we're just going to go in. We're just trying it. So he just goes in, spends the night there. He finds like, apparently they took all the good meat from a kill and there was just a bunch of frozen organs and like head meat that he found in a trash bag, and he ate all that. And then he kept walking and he found a 4-bedroom, like 3-bathroom, like legit, like rich Norwegian's house. And he's like, I would, you know, you guys know this is real, because if this was not real, I would not be showing myself go into a nice house. I can't believe I found this house. Like, it's going to be great. I'm going to sleep on their bed. I'm borrowing some of their resources. Sorry about that. We'll help you out later. Like he just literally broke in. And it was like,
how did he break in? It was locked and he just broke into a house?
One of them, he like rammed the door pretty hard and like got it like jarred open, and the other one just opened right up. The cheap cabbage just opened right up. The other one, he actually had to jimmy it, and like it showed him just using that house's like supplies to like crack open food and eat stuff. And like that's what you got to do. That'd be real. Bear Grylls, he would have slept in that house and pretended he was sleeping in like a tarp tent.
He'd have 100 yards away. Hotel rented.
Yeah, probably.
Like they did that. They did that in Hawaii. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so absurd. Like, come on. And the way like with Les Stroud, every time he like leaves the camera and he's like walking away, and then he always shows him coming back like, gotta get the camera. just exhausted. But and we were talking about Drifter being like, this is what brought it up initially in my head. Talking about him being confused. It was like day 3 of him being like sick and not having eaten. He's like, we're gonna try and make it. We got to make it to the base mountain there. I'm so sorry, guys. I haven't eaten in 3 days and I'm very sick. We're going to try and make it to the mountain area to get water. let's just go. Let's go, guys. And like, it's just he's like not able to string it together. Meanwhile, Bear Grylls will be like, all right, 6 days, no food, no water. Let's see what's in store for us today. And it's like,
there's like crumbs on his jacket.
crumbs on his jacket. Yeah, he's got
There's a
little,
protein bar wrapper in his breast pocket.
You can see a Cliff Bar wrapper just caught in the wind. It's like Game of Thrones. Like you look closely in the Starbucks, like on the rock.
He's just reaching into like a giant container of Utz, like looking around, just covered in orange.
What was the story with that? I don't watch Game of Thrones. What was the story with that cup? What was it?
Yeah. So like in the final season, and actually in like the final episodes, there's like several shots where you go to the wide shot, and it's like the council is judging Jon Snow at the very end. You know, Daenerys and like all the main characters that have survived. Well, Daenerys is dead. All the main characters that have survived. And like, if you look closely, like at the base of their chairs, there's like Starbucks. Cause like, you know, obviously like you're chilling a lot between takes and there's a huge amount of downtime, and it makes sense. Like there's coffee on those sets all the time, but like you move the fucking coffee cups out of the shot or you shoot around them. You're like it's one or the other. There's no instance in a professional like situation where you would have that cup. Like even when I made videos, if there was something that shouldn't be in the shot, it was like, well, that can't be there. Get that the fuck out of there. Like, dude, I could see your leg. You're not supposed to be here right now. Like you know, yeah. Here's and then it's right there. There's lots of shots like this.
That's very obvious too. Huh.
Super obvious.
I don't know. It looks a little medieval to me. You don't see it.
Come on, there's a
got a plastic
top.
lid.
It's got a plastic top. Yeah.
It's, you know,
It's
brown.
branded.
It's brown. It's
And all he had to do to fix that would be to like make medieval cups for everyone, write their name like
that's
on
a
the
good
inside.
idea.
Like on the inside, so that only you can see it if you're looking down into the beverage. Like write the names on it, like, oh yeah, Danny, and like put her fucking Starbucks in there. And when she's oh yeah, Danny's having a bit of mead in the background, and she can be
You just
having her
need one
espresso.
person who's not a fucking idiot to be like, hey, next to the goblet
Perfect,
head.
dude. They couldn't come up with some
Yeah,
of
that's
those. If that was sitting there, we wouldn't even flinch. We'd be like, oh, cool.
Yeah, he's drinking mead out of that.
Mhm.
Yeah.